Welcome to Maple Leaf America. This week, the twists and turns. The bumps and bruises. The life and times of linesman Ray Scapinello.
Why me? Tell me why me. Tell me why.
No man in NHL history has seen more ice time than Scampy. And at the end of this season, he's hanging them up. 33 seasons in 30 minutes on this special edition of MLA.
How's the ice tonight?
Welcome back to Maple Leaf America, inside the officials' dressing room at Madison Square Garden with 33-year vet Ray Scapinello. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Appreciate you taking time out for this this program.
It's no problem disrupting our
Your psyche, your karma.
our time.
On the ice and off, we're going to get a little lifestyle look at you. You know, your rock star lifestyle on the road, right?
Absolutely.
All right, well, let's get this thing started.
No! No, come on, Kenzie. No, he didn't do anything. You don't do anything either. Way to go. Walk, Eric. Way to go, buddy. Eric! No, don't get involved here. Watch where you're shoving. Watch where you're shoving. Watch where you're shoving, bud. Let's go in the box to clean this up, okay? Don't step out of the box, Eric. Eric! Seriously. Come on. Stop that. Just stop. Let's just get this thing over with.
They're bigger, they're faster, and they're stronger. And they train 12 months a year. In the 70s, you used to go to training camp to get in shape. Now, I mean, these athletes, and plus the officials, train 12 months a year. They're just, Clark Gillies, a great player for the Islanders who's in the Hall of Fame now. I mean, Clark used to be a big man back then, and you know, now he would be average. They are, you know, the equipment's lighter, the sticks are better, they just fly.
Scampy's no slouch himself. At age 57, the future Hall of Famer still times out as one of the NHL's fastest officials.
I know, it's always funny to see Ray skating because everybody says, oh man, he goes fast, and I always tease him, I say, your legs are moving fast, but you're not really going that fast. So it's kind of funny, I always joke with him like that. And he's fun on the ice because he does talk, and he's into it, and he's loose, and it's fun to work with guys like that for sure.
He's not throwing any punches, no cheap shots. No cheap shots, Pure.
As for stature, well, Ray's always been shorter than everyone else, regardless of the era.
He's got all kinds of tricks. I mean, the guy's got bigger, but he's got a big heart, and he knows how to take care of what he's got to take care of.
Put the suspension on. Come on, Peter, let's go. I will, don't worry. Maybe not tonight, but I will.
The respect he gets on the ice is unbelievable, just unbelievable. He can talk to guys and settle a lot of things down that needs to be settled down just because of his experience, and it's fun to be out there with guys like that, obviously, and it makes our job a little bit easier when it really does get tough out there.
Let him take the minor.
Scampy began figuring it all out back in the late 60s. His junior C playing career ended at age 20. He was able to stay involved on ice when a mentor invited him to become an official for local games in Guelph. Eventually, he joined the Ontario Hockey Association, and positive reviews led to weekend games in the American Hockey League.
From there, I got invited to an NHL rookie camp where about 50 who they thought were pretty good officials went to a camp, and from that camp, they invited 5 or 6 guys to the National Hockey League camp. Well, I went to the rookie camp, but I wasn't invited to the NHL camp. And then I went back to working at General Electric and also continued to officiate in the OHA and also continued to officiate some weekend games in the American Hockey League. The next year I was invited back to this camp again, where about 50 young officials were invited. And from that camp I got invited to the NHL camp and I got hired. And I'm sure there's a lot of officials out there that watch the games on Saturday night and say I could do as good a job as that guy or as bad a job as that guy, but just in the right place at the right time. And Mr. Very saw something in me that I guess other people didn't, and I got hired. But the NHL was the furthest thing from my mind, being so small. I just wanted to stay involved in hockey, and things just tend to work out very well.
And what year was that?
That was I was hired in 1971.
And for more than 3 decades, he's been zipping back and forth along the boards, cruising, calling, and controlling.
Hey, Bobby, you got a power play. You got a power play, boys.
Penalty, Scatzer.
No problem.
For what?
Got a power play, Bob.
What? You guy pushed right in. I'm trying to score a goal. Yeah, right.
Hey, tell him that if I'm going to run the goalie while we have the power play, he's got another thing coming.
Scampy to me is he's just such a class act. I mean, he goes about his business at such a professional level and such a high level for a man that's been around a long time. He to me is, you talk about players being the ultimate professional. Scampy is, to me, at the head of the class there.
He's also a master of self-preservation. He's never missed a game.
Oh, no! Oh, jeez.
His best pirouettes and jumps occur when trying to avoid damage.
Ray's quickness and his ability to get in quickly has saved, obviously, some bumps and bruises, but I don't think that people realize how many times you do get hit that, I mean, you're not going to tell anybody or complain to anybody because that's part of the job description is getting bumped and banged the odd times. So I think the worst place, though, is along the boards when the players shoot it in hard and they have their head down and they just drive it. I mean, you're at their mercy. And his quickness and his ability to avoid the puck has obviously saved him some serious injury that other people perhaps have sustained over the years.
I mean, everyone does it. I mean, just sometimes I'm just lucky. Just lucky. Dumb luck.
Whoa! Oh, Rich, geez.
The biggest physical challenge for linesmen, cooling tempers, breaking up combatants, especially back in the days of old-time hockey, old-time line brawls.
Yeah, there was a lot of them. There was a lot of them in the 70s. It was interesting hockey. It was interesting. Oh, the Flyers in the 70s were fearless. I mean, they were such a successful franchise that they didn't really concern themselves with taking penalties. They would just kill them off. So, I mean, if they were taking penalties, getting scored on every time, Mr. Shiro would have changed their tactics, but he didn't have to. They were an interesting squad.
Fight protocol hasn't changed.
Usually 3 criteria before we break up a fight. If they're evenly matched, we'll allow them to fight. If they fall to the ice, we break it up immediately. And if one guy is getting a distinct advantage, we'll break it up immediately. But the guys that do some fighting, they have just a mutual respect for one another. They'll get their licks in, and then basically they'll stop on their own. I mean, it happens constantly.
Might want to reconsider how you approach these guys. You're going to end up short.
It's a joke.
But you're going to end up short-handed in a 1-1 hockey game. I don't think you want to do that, okay?
Puritan the other night along with Cairns. I mean, it was quite obvious Puritan wanted a piece of Cairns, but Cairns chose not to fight. Puritan got 4 minutes. Cairns got 2, got the 2-minute advantage, but Puritan realized that the Cairns didn't want to fight, and he didn't. He could have started wailing away, but he chose not to. Which they have a mutual respect for one another. It's really unique.
When we come back on Maple Leaf America, many more sights and sounds from inside the game with Ray Scapinello. Stay with us.
You guys wouldn't want to see me refereeing, I'll tell you that.
Yes, we would.
No, you wouldn't.
They say you're retiring, but you're going to come back as a ref. That's what I heard.
I'm coming back as a trainer. Oh, yeah. Rangers will be going, where's our equipment?
You've never worked so hard in your life.
Oh, please.
You're watching a special edition of Maple Leaf America, featuring 33-year NHL linesman Ray Scapinello.
I can do that.
You can't. No, you can't.
What if the puck bounces off the boards and bounces funny? I gotta go back.
You gotta stay in your crease, and then after it goes by, make up your mind what you.
No. He's out there. I'm out here playing the puck. I'm playing the shot.
Exactly.
He ices it. I back up. How can I not be back?
You gotta get in the crease.
I'm trying to get in the crease.
Hey, watch your mouth, okay? I don't need that out of you.
I know you don't, but
you want a legitimate answer, I'll give it to you.
You're not giving me
swear. You gotta stay in your crease.
I know that.
You can't come out here, decide that you're not gonna play it, then come on back in.
That's not the idea.
Either play it or don't play it.
I'm not doing it.
Like, swear on me. Hurt my feelings.
And of course, savvy linesmen don't soon forget. 2 nights later,
13 minutes into the game and you haven't hollered at me. It's a good game.
He's such a fun guy to work with, and all that vast experience. When you work with him, you know, you're never going to have any problem on the lines, you know. So it's, I'm going to miss his kibitzing and the fun-loving nature. You know, he's a fun-loving guy, and he makes it a pleasure to come to the rink because he's so silly sometimes.
John, how are the trainers for the Rangers are the best, eh?
They are the best.
Can I have a stick?
Yeah, when you guys are... Do some weight. Do some weight. Come on here. When you're looking for the extra beer, you know, to look, you know, to find.
Oh, that sounds really good. Thank you.
There he is, Kasparaitis keeps pushing the puck closer and closer.
Oh, he always does that. He's great. Ned's pretty mad at Blake here, so keep an eye. Make that angry. I was supposed to put my vote in for the Lady Bing. Looks like you're out.
a bit silly, yes, but also very polite.
Thank you. Nice, Kyle. Thank you very much. Nice call, John. Good call.
We're lucky to be able to have him this long. The one thing about Ray, if something happens on the ice and there's a little controversy, he'll talk to the players, he talks to the coaches, and he has the right attitude. You know, I wish they were all like that. He's a great example for the rest of these guys to learn from.
It's really fun to work this rivalry type. I mean, all hockey's great to work with. When you get the rivalries, it doesn't necessarily make for a great hockey game, you know, but the rivalry, the intensity is just, you know, it's really, it's great to do that stuff.
Just relax here. Nah, don't shove it.
They go in, you go in. I'll stay out, you go in.
No, they're not going to mess with Eric. Who are you kidding? No problem.
Shots on goal in the first period for the Islanders.
Hey, don't go talk to him. Bible can't even stop you tonight.
I'm still 20 years short of Ray, but the thing that impresses me the most is, as you'll probably notice when you see him skate out there, is the enthusiasm he displays out there. And it's like this every game. He loves the game. He still loves it after over 30 years in the National Hockey League, and that's credit to his determination, his dedication, or his love of the game.
You got to get with the program, eh?
The game itself, I mean, this isn't work, this is fun. I don't know who said it, and I'm sure you heard the expression, but find a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. This is it. This is not work.
That's a union thing right there.
Was that a union job? Oh my God.
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
What's up, sir?
Little I didn't realize there was a union job here.
Who gave you the business the worst? You ever really gotten yelled at by?
Oh, I get yelled at a lot. Pat Quinn yells at me a lot, but I think we have a mutual respect for one another. You know, I mean, it's you know, nothing malicious or where you would want to give out a bench minor, but he's such a competitor and such a great coach.
He's a professional. He works hard at his job. His positioning is sound. He's right on just about every night. He's right on. And what helps is, and it's a great thing, a great asset for an official, is his personality and how he gets along with the players. And they can win a lot of battles that way if they aren't arrogant. And this guy brings a personality that's superb. And so for all of his time in this business, he's been among the best.
We guesstimate that in Scampy's NHL career, he's dropped the puck somewhere between 175,000 and 225,000 times. Seriously.
You got to square around, bud. Please, a little more. I need you to come to a stop. Oh. Just called an offside. Let's go, Bates. Let's go, Mad. I'm going to let you come to a stop. Oh! Oh! Try and keep that big size 12 back there, will you please?
There was times I remember where guys were cheating. I became fairly proficient in taking face-offs and winning them, so became known as more of a defensive specialist in the face-off zones. And guys were cheating on me, and I'm like, come on, the guy's cheating, because you were encroachment. You were only allowed to, do certain things, and you'd say something to him and like, just give you the look, and you're like, oops, and you're thinking to yourself, oh, sorry, sir, and all's quiet. And he wouldn't say anything. And yet the second and third period, the guy would never cheat again because Scampy would go over and whisper to him, put your stick properly or you're out. So he, I think the older guys, they knew how to take care of business. They know how to do it quietly, get it done. Just make things fair again.
And in the perfect hockey world, that's what it's all about, making things fair.
Is there such thing as the perfect game?
No. You start perfect and you're supposed to get better as the game progresses, but I've never seen it.
Matthew, was up high in the air.
But he was good at the blue line.
He was good at the blue line, right? But he's still offside if he touched it.
Right.
And you kept pointing at him.
I can't wave anything there. I can't wave that he's good.
You could wave the blue line and then point to Matthew that he's offside. That might have been in your best interest. Like wave the line, point at Matthew.
And then wave and then still point at him.
Exactly.
Hey, come on, Scampy, get out of the way. Come on.
Sorry, boys.
You didn't touch that?
The hand pass?
That mess touched it, though.
Goma, I didn't see him touch it. Danny had a pretty good look at it. Pretty good referee.
No, I'm not saying that.
Soon, for those less experienced officials, for players and coaches, and for observant fans, the NHL's moving landscape will change. Scampy's official skating days are numbered.
Hey, buddy. It was 5. Thank you. Let's go, Scampy.
More Maple Leaf America in a moment. You're back on Maple Leaf America.
It's really good ice, guys. Really good ice.
Soon, the longest tenured NHL official in history will retire. Ray Scapinello's final game will be April 2nd in Buffalo, just a week or two after he reaches game number 2,500.
Are you guys going to buy me a gift?
Just thinking about it.
What price range? Like,
give us the date. We'll let you know. At least $10 a man. I hope it's like 2 months so we can save.
you probably go down to Canal Street and get me a Mount Block pen for $8.
We got about 20 gifts we got for Christmas time. We don't really have something to back.
A little re-gifter, are ya?
Ray's terrific conditioning and his ability to stay in great shape and to perform into his late 50s is terrific, and it's a real credit to him that he's able to do that. And he's worked hard at it. He's a Hall of Fame official for the National Hockey League. His numbers are terrific, but just being a good, hard-working guy and being a good representative of the NHL for 33 years is a real feather in his hat.
Were you at the game the other night in Toronto? Did you see that game in Toronto with the fight between Parrott and the guy Jersey brought up? Oh, wow. In '94, doing Game 7 between the Rangers and Vancouver, that was a real thrill. I mean, every game is a thrill, but to be chosen to do that game was a real thrill. To be the first NHL official to do the Olympic Games and do the gold medal game, that was also a real thrill. Got to do the gold medal game between the Czech Republic and Russia. That was in Nagano or Nagano, whatever the proper pronunciation is. That was a real unique experience. But I mean, every game in itself, something goes on. You know, I mean, I can't pinpoint a whole bunch of things for you, but every game is different. It's, you know, something different happens every game.
Whoa! Oh, whoa, guys! Mark, don't take a penalty, boys. It's 2-1. 2-1's Mark. Michael Pekka's got it. 4-on-4, and then till a whistle, then we go 4-on-4. Then we go 4-on-4 again.
I mean, I got to be on the ice with Wayne Gretzky. I got to be on the ice with Bobby Orr, Raymond Bourque, Mario. Guy Lafleur. I mean, those guys are just going back to what makes them better than anybody else. I can't tell you, but they're just, to be on the ice with those guys was a thrill of a lifetime.
You're like a runaway train.
Put on more weight.
You have?
Look at the Islanders.
Holy
Use them and they go on to be Ottawa.
You might not believe it, but I never ever had a favorite team. Like, you know, if I'm walking around Guelph now, I mean, you know, I can't go into a donut shop without somebody talking about the Leafs. But I honest to goodness, I don't have a favorite team. They're all unique.
Ray Scapinello goes into donut shops?
Oh, absolutely. Every morning. Coffee and a newspaper. Set your watch by it.
Do you have an 8x10 of yourself? Who has those offers?
I have some at home.
Would you think you might be able to bring one?
Absolutely. Absolutely. My next trip into Jersey.
Sign it up for me?
Absolutely.
For me, I appreciate it.
I'd be honored. Be honored. Thanks.
Off to spend more time with wife Maureen and to follow the college hockey career of his son Ryan.
I think it'll probably hit me when guys go to training camp in September, and I'm not. I don't know how I'll handle it. It won't be good, but you know, I'm 57 years old. I guess it's time to pack it in. I'll miss it. I'll miss it greatly. Greatly.
What are you going to do? Travel with the wife, or see things, work something else, or hang out?
I honestly don't know. I mean, something will come up. I enjoy cottaging and water skiing and wakeboarding. We rent a cottage up on Lake Rosso. I have it rented for 9 weeks in the summertime. It's not that I'm going to spend 9 consecutive weeks there, but the summers will be pretty busy. Like I say, reality will really set in September. I don't know what I'll do. I don't know.
Hey, what a day, eh? Jeez. I know. Oh, he's a great linesman. Oh, he's all over here. Oh, that Adrian's great. Hey, guys.
Find a job you love and you'll never have to work a day in your life. This is it.
Special thanks this week to Andy Van Helleman and the NHL offices in Toronto for allowing this to happen. Also thanks to the Rangers media staff and the equipment staff for their assistance, to Joe Whalen of the MSG Network for his guidance here in the building. And of course, to a fine gentleman, Mr. Ray Scapinello. We wish him the very best once he hangs up the whistle. Next week, we're in the Windy City. We'll talk to you from Chicago on Maple Leaf America.
Here. What's that? I started out in this end. Yeah. You want me to stay here?